The growth of extremism continues to cost the country loss of lives, property and money, mainly because extremists have a large pool of socially disadvantaged children and youth to recruit from. Many potential recruits are born into circumstances where girl children are forced into marriage, have multiple children who lack access to education and social protection, which then makes them vulnerable to conflict-related recruitment. It typically starts at an individual level.
Tell me about him. He will drink, he will smoke.
Take the case of Amina, born in Borno State but now lives in Lagos, where she engages in petty trading. Amina tells me that she was forced into child marriage at the age of 12. Today, Amina, aged 27, is in a fight for survival after preventing her husband from forcing their daughter into marriage with one of his friends.
The father wants my daughter to get married. She was 12 years old, and I told him no, she can't get married. But they said no, that she must get married. So I took my children, I ran out of the house, came to my mother's house. So he came there. He said he wants to take the children, and my mother was supporting, so I have to run out of the house.
Forced child marriage is a serious problem all over the world. A recent report by the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, shows that 15 million girls are forced into marriage before the age of 18. UNICEF also estimates that more than 650 million women alive today were also forced into marriage before the age of 18. UNICEF statistics also shows that Nigeria has the third highest absolute number of child brides in the world and the 11th highest prevalence rate of forced child marriages globally.
Today, when we say that roughly half the population is living in extreme poverty, a huge percentage of that half of the population are girls and women, and forced child marriage is a big cause of it.
Different reasons have been given for the prevalence of forced child marriages in Nigeria. This includes economic, religious and cultural beliefs. But these reasons are not tenable, especially because of the dangers forced child marriages poses to the human rights of the girl child. There are also health issues, including adolescent pregnancies, sexually transmitted diseases, VVF, AIDS, maternal and child mortality, and even suicide. There are also economic implications. A 2017 World Bank study estimates that forced child marriages cost Nigeria $7.6 billion in lost earnings and productivity every year.
Nigeria has, at this point, about 13 million out-of-school children. This is going to be 13 million adults in the future who do not have skills or literacy levels. That is 13 million burdens to the economy in the future. That is 13 million possible people who could go into crime.
The Child Rights Act of 2003, which is a domestication of the Convention on the Rights of the Child, was supposed to be the Nigerian answer to eradicating discrimination and exploitation of children. But some states are yet to domesticate the law.
If I would ask you which states you think have not passed it, the two regions of Nigeria where the incidence of child marriage is prevalent is the 6 states in northwest Nigeria, not one of them has passed it, and the 5 states in northeast Nigeria, not one of them have passed it.
You've got to address cultural attitudes to at what age do girls married, how many children do girls have, how many wives do men have. If I were to advise governors in the northwest and the northeast, which goal should they focus on? It's one, and it's a subset of one. Just educate the girl child.
The evidence indicates that unless the federal and all state governments close the legal gaps and enforce protection of girl children, forced child marriage will continue to contribute to poverty, underdevelopment, extremism and conflict, which will in turn result in long-term instability and continue to cost the country billions of dollars annually. Shola Shirley, Channels Television News.